Okay, my loves, welcome back to Simone Sees. I am back with another energetic tap in, and I am going to tap into this energy that I've been feeling for quite some time now. You know, according to my last downloads, when I told you guys I had different things that I kept seeing, one of them was regarding a dating profile, okay? Now, I said it was a Tinder profile because Tinder kept coming up. And then it's this husband trying to unalive his wife to leave with his lover energy, okay? But the energy that I was feeling also was, I've been seeing all week, I've been seeing like anime, Marvel, okay? And the one that I saw also was Disney, okay? Stitch. So Spirit was saying, like Spirit's giving me these downloads, giving me these hints. And I'm like, I keep seeing Stitch and I keep seeing Spider-Man. And it's like Spirit wanted me to pick between the two, okay? So Stitch and Spider-Man could be significant. Somebody could have children. Somebody could like Disney. Somebody could like Marvel. I don't know why I'm seeing love on the spectrum right now, but I'm seeing the man. I just felt like he was just faking his whole autistic. I feel like deep in my soul that man was faking. And he always wore gloves. I don't know. He just felt like he was just faking having autism, which I think is really wrong when it comes to people who really are suffering from, not suffering, because there are so many people who are autistic who are thriving and are genius. I feel like they're geniuses. But people who really have autism and are really have had, struggles through life, getting their, being seen, being felt, being heard, being seen as somebody who they have a condition, but that doesn't make them less of a human being. That doesn't make them an idiot, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why I was seeing that man, but it's giving me that man in that Love on the Spectrum show. He was old. So that's what it comes to, okay? This dating site. He was an old man, okay? Stitch. And I had to write it down because I kept seeing Stitch. And I was like, okay, every time I Google Stitch, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing Experiment 626. Even my daughter was telling me about how she kept seeing Stitch everywhere from Lilo and Stitch. I go to the store, I see Stitch stuff. And of course you're gonna see it, but like for me to continue to see things on a daily basis is Spirit trying to lead me to something. Because everywhere I've gone, I've seen, Stitch. Everywhere everything I'm watching, it don't matter what I watched, the next thing that comes up is something about Stitch. So I'm Googling like, what's the significance of Stitch and why they're showing me this. Hawaii could be significant, but I am also seeing, after scrolling for about 3-4 pages, I'm like, okay, everything that comes up has to do with this little alien Stitch. But what is being hidden? What are you hiding so that when people Google that, it's that's the only thing that comes up. So you'll get tired of going through all the pages if you can't find it. Stitch, the dating site, okay? The dating site for Stitch is for 50 and older, 50 and up. And that's what I'm seeing, why I got this download and why Spirit wanted me to tap in. So this is definitely somebody who's in their high middle ages, okay? And somebody could have been a victim of injustice due to this person in their high middle ages, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get a mental health check-in, and we're gonna check into this energy. But I'm also getting a lot of abuelita energy, okay? Now, I went and did a community service with my elders, and it's crazy because when I worked in pharmaceuticals, I had this young lady, shout out to Lupita, okay? Lupita, please. Shout out to my homegirl Lupi, because she would only speak to me in Spanish, and that's how I would learn. That's how I learned Spanish back when I worked in the pharmacy and I worked in the community. I worked for Rite Aid for hella years. And I wanted her to teach me Spanish because we had so many Spanish speaking customers. So I learned I was damn near getting down to fluent Spanish. And I learned from Lupi because she would speak to me only in Spanish so that I would have to only respond in Spanish. So I learned how to speak to the customers. And just even if it's just getting the basic information that we needed to be able to put them in the system, I was able to do that, right? So when I went to do my community service, we were talking about Spanish because we had a lot of Spanish classes coming in. And the children were speaking. They spoke Spanish, but they were like English learning English as well. So the teacher would speak to them in Spanish, and I don't know what it just, some of the terms just came right back to me, and I just was able to speak Spanish to them so they understood what we wanted them to do, what they needed to do. So I was really happy about that because it just like randomly just came back to me, and I was just like, okay. So I'm getting abuelita energy, okay? But this is Stitch the dating site, okay? Not Stitch, Lilo and Stitch. Also something from Hawaii could be significant. Okay, so somebody is in this abuelita energy, and the name Lupi or Lupita could be very significant because Lupi is the one who spoke Spanish. I had two beautiful Hispanic women who I worked with before named Lupi. So Spirit has blessed me with some good feminine energies with that name. They've been a valuable individual in my life. Okay, so the song I was listening to right before I tapped in, I was listening to Melanie Martinez last night, and it was Dollhouse. I can relate to that song in many ways. The song that I woke up to this morning was from her Crybaby album as well. And it's the same album that Dollhouse is on. So it's like these two songs go hand in hand because it was Teddy Bear. And it's crazy because yesterday I was going through, you never know how much stuff you have until you have to move it, right? Yesterday I was going through some things, still kind of like unpacking some things, and I found my Teddy Ruxpin from when I was little, okay? When I was a little kid, I've had my Teddy Ruxpin since then. I found my Teddy Ruxpin, guys, and it just brought out the inner child in me so much. Like, oh my God, I could not believe that I still had that. So definitely this abuelita energy is here. Something could be about a teddy bear or just the energy of the song in Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is, Teddy Bear, you were my teddy bear. You were comforting and quiet. How did love become so violent? Teddy Bear, you were my teddy bear. Everything is so sweet till you try to kill me. Okay? That type of energy, okay? And again, we're talking about dating somebody. This secret admirer, this new boo, abuelita is saying this person is a fatal attraction energy, okay? You could be a water sign or you could be dealing with a water sign, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is here. You could be this water sign, okay? If not, this is the water sign you're dealing with. And whoever you are, this new boo you have is this secret admirer energy. It could be like a fatal attraction, okay? You could be Russian, or somebody could be Russian, okay? But I also got the energy of, I've been seeing also, in between seeing Stitch, cast iron pots and pans, okay? Something could could be significant. Something could very much be about, you could have a collection of cast iron pots and pans from this person, okay? Or somebody would like to cook with cast iron pots and pans. And then I love cooking. 9/12 was on the clock, so September 12th could be significant. I love cooking with black garlic, okay? I found some black garlic, and it was also giving me this energy, vampire energy, but I love cooking with black garlic, and it's making me see this grilled garlic. I watch these cooking shows to try new ideas and new recipes for my son or whatever. And it's the diabetic kid. It's this little kid, and he always cooking so good, and he be cooking with all this stuff, and he grills garlic and grills peppers and makes all these different delicious Mexican dishes, and they look so good. And he's a young boy, but Something about black garlic, okay? You could be using black garlic, or this abuelita energy love to use black garlic, okay? They're saying this person is in this teddy bear energy. Everything is so sweet. You're confident and quiet, and then love is going to turn violent, or has turned violent, okay? Something about moving in silence when it comes to coming through and chilling, okay? Something about being quiet. You could be moving, okay, and this person wants to come through and chill, okay? This could be in regard to some type of a commitment. They're saying that they're committed to you. I'm getting it from this ancestor energy, though. Throat chakra healing, okay? This person could definitely have a military background, okay? I'm seeing that military background energy again. Or you could, or this person you dealing with could. So Stitch, this person could be on dating websites. Now, you know, when you could be in this Six of Wands energy. Very bright. I'm hearing you a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright you see, okay? I'm hearing shining star for you to see what my life could truly be. Shining star energy, okay? You could be in this Six of Wands energy, just very successful. This person is very vibrant. I think in this energy, this person was like a little fairy, like a little witch energy, but she was kind of like free-spirited, carefree. I don't know why this energy is here, okay? You could have green eyes, or there could be somebody else you dealing with who has green eyes. But I feel like you're being protected. This grandma is protecting you from whatever this person is trying to do to you, okay? And this is this lover energy. There could be somebody in the background, and I've been seeing LGBT, but I don't know what it is, okay? There's somebody in the background, because you remember this was Ursula disguised as someone else because she wanted to steal Ariel's voice and take her man from her, okay? She wanted to marry the prince, so Ariel didn't have a chance. And she was in the background creating havoc, okay? Down to the point to where she silenced Ariel and took her voice so that she couldn't speak up, okay? And I feel like with this death energy in reverse, this is Poseidon. That's that water energy, okay? This could be a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio. With that Poseidon, that death energy. But you already know I want to get the shadow aspect here, because you can't have light without dark, right? Yeah, the Emperor reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed. And the Ten of Coins. This is somebody who could be very materialistic and flashy. Kind of greedy energy, okay? Yeah, Two of Cups energy. This is this partnership energy. Okay, King of Wands. Okay, you could be dealing with this King of Wands energy. This person could be very aggressive. Yeah, Emperor in reverse. Could be Aries energy. This person could be very, very aggressive and controlling, okay? Teddy bear, you are my teddy bear. You were confident and quiet. How did love become so violent? Okay, be careful. When have you been proud about how you responded to your emotional triggers? What was different for you during that time versus now? So this is control. Something could be about you being triggered by this person. You could be in your head a lot about this person, because you could kind of be trying to seeing, yep, they want you to trust your intuition, okay? And there's something also about Catholicism here, okay? Head stuff. Yeah, head stuff, okay? Something about your father having some type of Catholic background, or you could have a Catholic background. I know my grandpa was Catholic. He believed in Catholicism, which is something that I've, much respect, because he had a different point of view on a lot of things, okay? But they want you to trust your intuition when it comes to this person. They could just be trying to seeing you as a money opportunity. You know what I'm saying? This person is in that Teddy Bear Energy by Melanie Martinez. I'll link the song too. Yeah, the star in reverse here and Earth in reverse. This is definitely Aquarius energy too. And then Earth in reverse. This is some type of instability, okay? It's like not being grounded enough to get... Somebody doesn't want you to be... Also, they don't want you to be stable. It's giving me traditional energy where this person wants to be the main person. Like the breadwinner energy. I saw that energy too, where the breadwinner energy was a challenge. You could be very much independent. I could relate to this energy. You could very much be independent. You could very much be a breadwinner. You could be a go-getter. You could have your own dreams, your own goals, and I feel like this person could be very traditional in a sense that he wants you to just be there for him. This person could be very greedy. Do you want me to get that one? Yeah. Ace of Cups energy, okay? It could be seeming like it's wish fulfillment, but you see how this person is kind of like, you see how B is side-eyeing, okay? In this Ace of Cups energy. And see this apple in the back here? You could be watching this. It's very greedy. This person could wear a rubber band on their wrist or some type of a wristband. You were comforting and quiet. How did love become so violent? A Leo energy, okay? Somebody could have been a Leo energy. You could be a Leo. You don't have to be a Leo, but you could be a Leo. Leo energy here. And I'm also seeing Teddy. Okay, the tower moment here. Somebody wants to avoid a tower. Somebody is not changing either. Okay. Nothing new under the sun is what I heard. Yeah. Injustice energy, okay? You're not trusting your intuition. I feel like something is going through about background checks too, okay? The Chariot energy. That's Cancer energy. However, this is giving me... Oh, this is giving me the eye in the middle. Because it's giving me a stop sign. Like, warning, stop. Like, the stop signs on the side of the road where it's saying, like, yield. I don't know why I'm seeing that. It's like that warning symbol. There could be two women in the background, too. I'm getting polygamy as well. This person could be a serial dater. They could have other things going on behind the scenes. Now I'm seeing that sprinkle lady, because I seen a video where she said if they're talking to other women if they was talking to other women when they met you, they're going to be talking to other women while they with you. You could be married and they're going to be talking to other women. Now I don't necessarily feel like, excuse me, throat chakra energy. I don't feel like that's true for everybody, but some people do that, okay? You could be getting mixed signals from this person, which makes you feel like the path is unknown in this situation, okay? But you should know that this person has a lot of jealousy issues, okay? And they can see how this wrist thing is, okay? There could be a lot of women behind the scenes talking about this energy, okay? This person could be on dating sites too. This is where you could have met this person. This person's very greedy, okay? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is here, okay? You could be a Taurus energy. There could be a Taurus energy here. She's got the owl. And this is 10. Rest and rejuvenate. There could be some kind of phone call from a Taurus coming through. It's like trust your intuition. Cancer. There's a Cancer. There's a Taurus. Somebody could be no longer been in a relationship yet because the Two of Cups is in reverse. It could be something about a Cancer energy in a partnership. They're not dating anymore. They're not together anymore. There's some type of a call coming through about this. Somebody could have wanted to call you. It's also a Pisces energy in reverse. You could be afraid. Fear is what's making you question this. Somebody doesn't know. Here go this red card energy. You could be in two minds about this because you're getting mixed signals and it's triggering you. Look, this is what I've learned along the way, right? When it comes to dealing with people in relationships. Anything that causes you confusion or triggers you like that, makes you in your head, it's not healthy for you. It shouldn't be a situation in which you're always questioning whether this person is this or that. You feel what I'm saying? And before I tapped into this energy, I found myself going back and forth. Like I would leave something in the room that I needed to have to go back and get. So this is that kind of energy. And I just saw 222 just on the clock, okay? I kept leaving things so that I would have to go back and get them, okay? And I would forget. So it was something that was blocking me from having to just sit down and get into this reading because I kept having to go back and get things, right? So it was blocking me from being able to move forward into what I needed to do. So this is somebody who comes and goes, you know? So you don't really know what it is. Mixed signals. What is this? Home, okay? Home energy. I'm hearing homebody. My stepson's song, Homebody. You could be a homebody. Yeah. Clean up energy. Somebody could be very clean. I'm honing in on these boots, okay? Somebody's home could be very clean. Woo! Because look. You see it. Oh my God. I'm getting Dexter energy. Okay, you could be a caregiver to this person, okay? I'm seeing, here we go with these nursing home games. Somebody could be a home health aide. Somebody could have unalived a caregiver. What is that, spirit? I ain't got no type. Yep. So somebody could appear very clean. Somebody could appear to be, this is thank you, Spirit. Somebody could appear to be very clean, very peaceful, because this is giving me peace energy. Very, somebody could clean up very well. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be very clean, okay? Somebody could be a very neat, very much a neat freak. So it's giving like OCD energy, right? They could appear to have this kind of energy. But it's mixed signals. 2 green, 1 red. So it's like unclear and confusing because this person seems to be very peaceful. They seem to be very much having it all together. They seem to be a very clean-cut person, a very, stable person. But this is who they are on the inside, because on the inside, this is where it is. Aggressive. Okay? Aggressive. Could be very violent. Okay? A karmic kind of masculine energy. He's in a negative masculine energy. Okay? This is who he is on the inside. Shallow. Dark. Okay? Dark. Is false energy. This is false flame energy, okay? And this is a masculine energy. Woo. This is who he is on the inside. Very dark person. Abusive and neglectful, okay? I saw 2707 on the clock, and very greedy, okay? Very much concerned with money. So this person could be very, you're a shining star, no matter who you are, okay? Again, we got this fire energy here, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Leo energy over here. Somebody could have neglected and abused this person, okay? They could have a court order. Okay, so somebody could have a restraining order. Aliens. And here I'm getting Stitch again, okay? Somebody could also have children that they've abandoned. They could have lots of children too that they don't talk about. So I'm seeing these 3 boys. If you don't have 3 boys, this person could have children. Okay. Ooh. That's too many, Spirit. I'll take this one. Yep, it's coming out with legal proceedings, okay? Aliens. They could have children that they've abandoned, okay? So let's get some more energy. And you could be in 2 minds about this because of these mixed signals that you're getting, okay? And this is the Abuelita coming in and saying, trust your intuition. Listen to your gut, okay? Tell me more, Spirit, about these legal proceedings. Thank you. Look. Third-party situations with this acceptance energy. There's several people involved in this situation. Okay? Somebody could be sick. This person is the energy vampire. This person could have multiple personalities too. I'm getting like multiple personalities or what's that Mac Dre song? I got split personalities, bitch, I'm bipolar. Okay? Somebody could be pregnant by this person. Or this mother energy. Water sign energy in reverse. Emotional. Teddy bear, you are my teddy bear. Yeah, justice, okay? Justice is falling on this legal proceedings for this abuse and neglect, okay? Somebody could have a real rap sheet. Number 11 could be significant. And that's the truth, okay? It's like their background. Your background, it ain't squeaky clean shit. But sometimes we all have to swim upstream. You ain't no saint, we all a sinner. But you put your good foot down and made your soul a winner. I respect that. So you could be very independent, like I said, with the 9 of stones and the harvest lodge of stones all on your own, okay? And now I'm hearing Jamila. I'm not lonely, I'm alone. And I'm holy on my own. You could be very independent. And this is who this person goes for. All my ladies, truly feel me, throw your hands up at me. All my mamas, clocking dollars, throw your hands up at me. He goes for the independent women. He goes for people. This person is a predator. He seeks out, and this person could seek out people who are on like social media or like I said, Stitch, the dating site, okay? The dating profile, Stitch. And this person could be of this high middle ages, okay? Stitch.net, a site for 50 and up. And then what leads me to this is because I was looking at some videos, scrolling along, and Spirit wanted me to stop again at this. Spirit had me stop, and I was tuned in. It was probably like 8 minutes long of a clip of the SVU. And what happened was this woman was married to this man, and they had adopted a child, a little boy, who happened to be the son of one of his rape victims. Okay, and he had raped. Let me say grape. He had raped this young lady. She had a son, and she ended up having to give her son away because having to put her son up for temporary adoption because she was struggling with mental health issues. And in the process, him and his wife got the little boy, and he knew who that lady was, that he knew who the mother of the son was because he had raped her. He ended up getting potential or temporary custody of the little boy of the woman he raped with his wife. Well, it turns out the wife was also raped, so he was looking for these types of victims. And he could come in and look for like this some kind of like savior. So he had a God complex, like he was some kind of savior that he could come in and just change your life, like he a Yanla or somebody, fix your life. But he had ended up raping his wife, and she didn't know who the rapist was, but she had to end up finding out because the mother ended up speaking up about it, okay? And then also, what led me to this, because when I kept looking at Stitch was, I love Kathy Bates, and I love her new show as Madeline Matlock, right? So I saw that her coworkers had created a dating profile for her because in her character was a single old lady taking care of her grandson, right? So you could have a grandson you could be taking care of, or a young male that you could be caring for, and you got this person who's here trying to be this savior, and Mm-mm. Yeah, challenge with judgment is trusting your discernment. Okay? Buffalo soldier. I'm seeing this buffalo. And there's smoke coming from the roof of this cabin. So this chimney here. Because this is a person in a cabin. And you see how the smoke is traveling up to whoever this is at the top of her mind. So you could be thinking about somebody. This person is giving you warnings like smoke signals. So I'm very much getting that indigenous Aztec energy. Trust your discernment. 5 of Pipes energy. Okay? And she's playing a flute. She's playing this instrument. And then she's got the eagle here on her shirt emblem. Okay? Dear. Somebody could call you dear. But there's a lot of conflict. You could be in a lot of conflict, okay? Because this person is be lying, okay, with the 7 of Swords. Again, this interracial energy. And you see an apple leader right here. Okay? So it appears that this person is, I mean, this is commune. He has this book. What's in the back of this person's head while they listening to this person? It looks like a confrontation. And there's so many people that it looks like skeletons back behind this person, okay? So it's like you don't know what this person is thinking or has going on behind the scenes, because this is giving me behind the scenes energy, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of work here, collaboration, okay? She's giving this older woman some type of stones. Why are you showing me that? The grandfathers. Yeah, you see this little boy and this woman here? And this indigenous energy in the background. See the star energy again, okay? You're a shining star. Aquarius energy is here. But this person is leading. It's like you could lead the horse to the water, but you cannot make them drink. I don't know why I'm seeing North Face. Because it's telling me like North Star, but I saw North Face. Okay? Something also about the Northern Lights. And here goes this Hawaii energy, okay? They can want to take you away and travel. I'm hearing, I love my baby. I love my baby. Take me away. Keisha Cole. Yeah, justice, balance. I feel like with this justice and balance, there's a number 11 again, 1111. I feel like it's like carrying the weight. So somebody could kind of like carry the weight for you. It's like balance. This gives me grandparents though, okay? also giving me hanging up photos. I don't know why. But I'm also seeing this raccoon behind this grandma. And this raccoon is behind the grandma, watching this rabbit and this squirrel play. Something's going on behind the back. Somebody could be 40 and somebody could be 51. Six of Swords. Broken arrow. This broken arrow is behind her back as she's looking forward. So there's a lot of swords energy here, okay? A lot of air energy. Confusing thoughts. It's like somebody needs to rest as well. Somebody could be in their head a lot. Magician. Because this person is manipulative, I feel like, okay? And they use their resources to manipulate. Give me more on the 7 of arrows, okay? Give me more. What do you want me to look at? Give me, I'm going to use my cards. Something could be about a corrupt priest or a corrupted religious energy, okay? Catholic priest energy. It's a familiar spirit energy, okay? That's what I'm getting from that. It's like, R. Kelly, you remind me of something. They could remind you of someone. Somebody could have dark brown eyes. Somebody could have missing teeth. They could be missing their backsides. Somebody could be losing teeth. A penthouse suite could be significant, okay? Somebody could like really like fancy, you know, wine and dine kind of energy. Okay, dark brown eyes keeps coming out. So you could have dark brown eyes or this person could have dark brown eyes. And this penthouse suite energy, okay? Something could be about a penthouse suite. How can you help me when you can't help yourself, okay? Why are you showing me that? Somebody could have a voice changer. Somebody could switch their voice up a lot. So it's 0 to 100. Kind of like, you were confident and quiet. How did love become so violent? Somebody could have a voice changer device. So it's getting like catfish energy. So it's like they switch their phone up. They switch their phone up. Something about switching phones. They switch their voice up. They change their voice a lot. Raising my vibration. Ground. Put your feet in the grass. Yeah, you could be mixed race or multicultural. Somebody could raise their voice. The pitch of their voice is high-pitched, sweet and shy. They act sweet and shy. You could be sweet and shy. Look, this is what they're into though. Secrets. Secret hidden chat rooms, fetishes, and dating. So somebody has secret accounts. These are secret hidden things that they do. They're a serial dater. They do dating websites and stuff. They could be very connected too with this friendship test, but they're very jealous here. And in this card, when I woke up, my allergies were going crazy. As usual, I kept snotting and sneezing. Yeah, it's true, because that's true. That's what happened when I woke up this morning. I hear it. Yeah. They ain't shit. Okay? I guess that's what they want you to know. You need to trust your intuition. Somebody could drive a Cadillac. Somebody could have an Aries moon. You could drive a Cadillac. Somebody could have an Aries moon. Somebody's into this. I mean, everybody, we all have that, you know. Well, everybody don't have it, but we all have these secret things, you know. BDSM, fetish, dominatrix, slave driver, fantasy, foreplay, role play. Something about fantasy 4. Sports. But this person could very much be into, with the secret fetishes energy. Like, things would be so much easier if a person was just their self, you know? Yep, look at this. Taxi cab confessions. So do you remember? Oh, I remember when I was younger, taxi cab confessions was like, this cab driver would go pick people up around, it was like around New York or something. Something about Pennsylvania too. This cab driver would go around and just interview people in the cabs, and they would he would get them to confess their fetishes and stuff. And it would come on like around the same time as, like, it would be Queer As Folk, it would be Taxi Cab Confessions, and then it would be that one show, not Seinfeld. It was this man, that Jewish man. He wore glasses and he had curly hair. It was all the same shows, like HBO, okay? Somebody could be getting a loss of reputation or status. Ooh, abandonment. The loss of a loved one. This is a challenge. Somebody could be grieving. Something in Mexico just came out, but it flew on the floor. Somebody could have had a genetic illness. Somebody could have Somebody could have had health issues, and it's a challenge. Okay, you could be a dancer or performer. Something about the keyboard or the piano. Organs. Organ. Church. It's giving me somebody who plays piano. A performer. A musician. A headhunter. They're planning something. What are they planning? To romance somebody, to come towards somebody? Time frame energy. Identity disorder. Yeah, this person is a functioning addict. They have a lot of addictions. And it's giving sex addictions, okay? And they can have drinking problems too. Somebody could have a drinking problem as well. Somebody could be a recovering addict. Or this is something secret. And there's a lot of people talking about this, okay? It could have been a lot of gossip. Again, somebody could have been in the war, in the army. Somebody have a military background. Asia could be significant. You could be Asian. Something about Asia, something about Mexico. Okay. Where this person looks Buddhist. Okay. Something about being Buddhist. Okay. This executioner energy. A victim. Look, SA. This SA energy. Okay. Heart stone. I have a stone, a crystal that's a heart. Their heart is like stone. Okay. That's what they're saying. Again, this is a SA energy. A victim. Could be crossover energy as well. This is somebody who they did something to. Again, when I said this person married their rapist. Okay? And they could do also manipulation with energy, energetic manipulation, okay? They have a Christian aesthetic. But they have a lot of impulsive indulgences, okay? Somebody could have shunned somebody. Okay, I don't know what, I guess that's the energy. I'm going to close it out. They want you to just know this is the type of person. Teddy bear energy. You need to block access, okay? Something about blocking access to somebody's accounts. Because I'm seeing frozen accounts, like a bank energy, okay? Changing passwords. You need to block this person. Dream about candy. Dream about candy was about indulgence. Again, somebody could have a sweet tooth. Somebody could like sweets. You could be this person's mistress or the side piece, okay? Or this is what happened. You think you're the one. Yeah, this person, this mistress or side piece is in this crossover energy in the void in between, okay? Or this could be you in two minds about what this is. Bad teacher. My son, I was dating this person, right? And my son said, he looked like a bad nerd. Bad teacher. Bad nerd. I'm finna write that down. Bad nerd. He looks like he'll break all our glasses and cups in the sink if he gets mad. They could want to apologize. Somebody could use hallucinogenics. Okay? Somebody could be a hiker or a jogger. Somebody could be into CrossFit. Somebody could like Starbucks, caramel macchiatos. They're saying help is on the way here. You got SWV rain, SWV rain. Somebody's name could be Rain. Something could be about raining. Yeah. Horse races. Oh, something about the Kentucky Derby as well. And somebody could have an insurance policy. So somebody was betting on a hidden insurance, betting on being able to cause some type of storm in somebody's life, okay? And they were betting on this hidden insurance policy with somebody. This could be something that happened in the past. Somebody could also enjoy fried chicken, okay? An SUV. This person lacks empathy, remorse, and guilt, okay? And this is the energy they're in. BDE. Okay? BDE. Not big dick energy. Button dick energy. They have a lot of trash behavior going on, okay? And they're very competitive. It's unfriendly competition energy. Okay? It's saying drinks lots of fluids, stay hydrated. Anger can cause dehydration, and you burn more energy being mad, okay? So somebody could drink a lot of fluids, drink a lot. Thirsty, because it was late night and I was thirsty. Yeah, somebody is could be very overworked, okay, with this zombie energy. They could not sleep. Modern day slavery. Somebody could be very tired, not getting no sleep. It says always remember to breathe, okay? Somebody could be having panic attacks as well. Travel and movement. Could be moving. Thinking about moving. Think of one thing you could do to make a positive change and do it. One day at a time. Reiki message. Yeah, somebody was falsifying documents. And they didn't have no fear. Proverbs 1:7, King James. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay? So, that's the message. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. They want to warn you about whoever this person is. Somebody could be very nosy. Could also be panic attacks. So somebody could be having panic attacks. Somebody could have panic attacks too. Okay? Anxiety energy. I got anxiety. That's why I keep it on me. Okay? But yeah, the overall energy of this person is Melanie Martinez, teddy bear. Okay? And they want you to be mindful of this person and trust your intuition. Because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. And they want you to let go. Okay? You could be crossing paths with somebody's family. They have ulterior motives. Like you could be wondering if they're loyal or not, okay? Maybe you always crossing paths with somebody's family or something. I don't know. That's just that this person is very corrupt and they indulge in a lot of lower vibrational things on the under, okay? You wouldn't be able to tell. So trust your intuition because they let on something totally different than what they really into, okay? This person is a false person. So I'll be back with another one. I send you all love, peace, and light. And yeah, that's the message for today, okay? Stitch, this person who be on these dating sites and picking up dates and doing all kind of weird shit, okay? Oh, angel answer. Sorry. What do you want this person to know? If they have a question, what do you want them to know? Mediumship and integrity. Thank you, Spirit. Two cards. You are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Thank you. And Archangel Raphael, the angel here, the healing angel, is with you, supporting your healing work. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, she was a fairy. What? What? You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Okay, so you could be a gardener too. Okay, well, thank you, Spirit. Okay. I feel like this person is trying to uproot you, doing this little sing and dance. Ugh, I don't like the energy. Sickening. Anyways, that's the message. I'll be back with another one later. And I'll send you all love, peace, light, and prosperity. But they definitely, Abuelita wants you to know this person, they ain't shit, okay? All right. I love you all. Mwah.